WL Shuffle, we're back again with some viewer run action. This is from Crean Cleaver, who has been featured before with, I believe, a crew fight. I think it took like an hour for the entire mission because like nightmares and stuff. Yeah, okay. So I'll link them below if you want to go check out some of their videos that they have laying around. But this is a viewer run in two parts. The first is something called Just Darkest Dungeon Things, and then the next one is a endgame mission, or an endgame mission. So if you don't want to see the endgame stuff, I understand, but we're going to look at both of these. The first one is not spoiler, then the second one is going to be spoiler, so I'll say it again in case you want to jump out at that point. So yeah, let's take a look here. Alright, I'm not muted, right? Okay, we're good. That's right, I forgot to rewind here. Doing the settings test. It's a lot of stuff for a long mission. I respect it, though. One key, I'd probably take two. Okay, so Slugger really good. Hard Noggin pretty good in the Wield. This looks like a veteran mission. Berserk Charm, I don't like this normally, so I want this to do work. I want to be wrong about this thing. And this is pretty standard, good loadout for the Cove. You can get away with Bleed Out sometimes, but you need, like, Bleed Amulet or something like that. We have Hippocratic and no Adrenaline Rush. I'm kidding. But pretty good Hellion. Yeah, Vestal. Eldritch Slayer locked. Good. Spiritual. Pretty cool. Misses the spot. Kind of sucks, but you can't do much about that. What the heck am I seeing here? I have not seen this before. No stun either. Okay, this is spicy. So we have Quick Draw. I can't remember what this trinket does. I think it's Stun Chance. What is this thing? So this is the Haste Chalice. Minus stun chance, but you get a bunch of speed. So that's why we took the where is it? Making sure I don't grab the wrong thing here. So yeah, we're gonna be going first, but we're not stunning. So this is interesting. Illumination. Can this hit rank 4? If this can hit rank 4, then we're gonna try and outspeed the Pelagic Shaman and unstealth it, which is pretty funny. So I want to see this work. She's level 5. So we got low level gear in a champion mission. That's a bit scary. Especially the armor. Stuff starts to hit really hard at champion. Okay, we have a Roof Spaghetti Occultist. Creeping Cough. Unforge. But otherwise, pretty solid looking Occultist here. Natural Swing does help a lot because his accuracy is pretty bad overall. And then Hot to Trot on Roof Spaghetti. I'm about this. I'm interested. That Creeping Cough, man, that's unfortunate. Grave Robber. Oh, yes. Alright, so Early Riser, Hot to Trot, On Guard, all pretty good. Photomania might help. Flawed Release, unfortunate. Got a lot of damage, but this is a pretty solid Grave Robber loadout. No accuracy, but we have Hot to Trot. So hopefully we just gang something on turn 1. Is that a long? It is a long. Holy crap. That's a frontline Vestal. Oh, we're gonna lunge past her. That's what it is. So we're gonna lunge past her and then do stuff. So I like not opening the box there because we have nothing to do with it. Can't like fill it up. We can't fill up our inventory. This is a long mission that takes 11 minutes. I'm expecting something to go drastically wrong. We'll see why. Cove Traps. Awesome. Huge, fatty debuffs. Got 2 stacks of herbs, yeah. Put it to use. Let's get my water. Oh. 90% of rooms, we could almost cut that hallway off if we wanted to, but may as well go now while we're still healthy. Save the loot for the return trip. Collector on turn 1, or fight 1. There's no, like, treasure in this inventory. It's literally just all the stuff we have to take. Oh, we can't stun him because of Vestal. Oh. Oh, no. Dude, Collector's just a jerk sometimes. Alright, I guess we have to stun. Stun is so bad here. Yeah, I actually wouldn't stun either. I don't know what we do here. At least we got bonus damage. I think we still fade. I think we fade and kill, like... We fade first. We can decide what to do after that. I'm thinking we fade and kill... Highwayman. He summons whenever he has no Highwaymen. Like, I think he always summons if there's no Highwayman, so... Like, killing it isn't the greatest thing to be doing. But we need to get him up front so we can lunge him. Because that's our best hope right now. Oh, we're going to pull him. Okay, I'm about this. Okay. That's fine. Good dodge. Think we just group heal. Gotta get Hellion some HP. Four. Hit for max. Also helps us hit the dude since our accuracy is not hit capped, I believe. Although that was throw dagger. Yop is okay here. It's tough. There are a lot of things you can do. Yop, if it bleeds, and Wicked Hack are all pretty good. Like, there's no wrong answer. Yop is probably the safest. Considering this team has low-level gear, I'd probably Yop here. Just to slow it down. What level are these skills for? Okay, we hit for almost max. We didn't get a crit, but we hit for almost max. So that's good. This Highwayman's just a bomb waiting to go off. Okay, we're not Death Stored. That's important. Oh, just don't zero. Don't zero out Occultist, please. Please don't do it. You have to heal, but come on, Occultist, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. That's not bad. That is okay. I respect the tempo zap. I respect the hell out of it. This Man-at-Arms is protecting the hyper carry. We actually don't fade here. We just go in. Pick is... Is Pick more damage? Like, you can fade there. But... I don't know. It's a bit dangerous. Because we're resigning ourselves to finishing this fight on turn 5 instead of... And we can't single heal either. I probably would use Pick there. Can't do anything about the Highwayman. We can't stun. Oh, no. There it is. Okay, she's got bleed resist for one more turn, so it's pretty hard for her to... Like, unless she gets crit and bled... Okay. So it's pretty hard to kill her in that spot with one action. We're gonna have to... Oh, we can't Yop. Oh, God. Throw dagger on the Highwayman? Yeah. Okay, that hit pretty good. This is Blood Moon? I would check speeds here. And I may let Vestal clean that up. Oh, he's healing for so much right now. When I say clean that up, I mean heal. Okay. It's always scary when you get hit by collected Highwayman, dude. Stun's good. Okay, we got the one we needed. Just bandage. Holy water. Lunge in there. Oh, we low rolled. We low rolled pretty freaking hard. We actually killed the Highwayman head here. because Collector is gone, so he can't summon this turn. So we kill the Highwayman head. Because that way, that keeps us the safest. There's only one source of damage after that, and it's Vestal. Especially because Hellions debuffed. I guess... There's Vestal's damage. Are we group healing? Judgment. Okay, he's back to about where he was. We definitely should have went in on this, this Highwayman, though. Just because, like, we prevent that damage. We prevent that damage, and then also we force... Oh my goodness. Let me force Collected Highwayman, or Collector into summoning at the start of the next turn. Oh. So this is a retreat. How did Hellion go first? This is a really bad fight for our QDCs. AKA quick draw charms. Because look at this, all of our speed is like under 5 right now, except for I think Cultist. I keep mousing over the screen like I want to look at them, but I can't. Yeah, we are very slow now. It's time to go. It's gonna happen. Oh, is he getting buffed again? No, he's just getting healed. We're not bleeding. That's good. But we're really slow, so they're going to go first. We may not... Okay. So they might not get a chance out here. I was left here. We're going to camp and leave? Okay. Alright, so... I'm going to skip and see what quirks we get. Let's see. Abandon. That's unfortunate, dude. Frickin' Collector's a weird fight, because it makes a lot of demands on your team. Slow draw, Manslayer over Spiritual. It's unfortunate. Yeah, Collector's one of the biggest checks against cohesive teams that's just out there. I think it's interesting because of that, because it's a very simple fight. Like, it summons a tank, a healer, and a damage dealer, and then Collector just, you know, does his own thing. But you need reach. You need to be able to focus fire the right target, so you have to play well for that respect. And then you have to... You might have to have stuns or some way to break guards. Like, it's a fight that demands a lot from you. Unless you stun it on turn 1. And if you stun on turn 1, then that fight's over, pretty much. So, I want to poke fun at the people that were, like, trying to get at me on, the Broken Mechanics video, and they're talking about, like, why we need stuns and stuff like that. And how, like, if stuns are gone, we change design space, or, like, it limits design space or something like that, when stuns are actually the biggest limiting factor of design space out there. Because think of all the other things you have to do against Collector if you don't stun him. You have to either, like, run Mark, you have to move him, you have to have the ability to kill the people, like the Man-at-Arms head that guards him, you have to get rid of the Highwayman head that's DPS, and you have to keep your health up. He does some okay stress damage. Like, there's a lot of things you have to do in that fight, or you can stun it. So I think Collector is one of the biggest points in favor of how overpowered stuns are. But no one's here to listen to me talk about that, so if you don't want to see the spoiler for the next video, then I'll see you guys in the next one. But I'm going to click over to it in 3, 2, now. Yeah. Alright, let's see what happens here. Craving? Double Craving. This is one of the best teams here. I think any combination of Plague Doctor, Flagellant, Hellion, and then like some healer does very well in this place. This is like one of the best teams for DD3. Just like that core of 3 right there. This looks like the Hellion that we just saw. Looks like she lost Slugger for Hot to Trot. Maybe it's not the same one. I'm too lazy to go look. Yeah, we got level or high level stuff here. Early Riser, really good. Photomania, great on this character. Precise Striker, amazing. This should be locked into. Twilight Dreamer, also pretty good on just about anyone. Thin Blooded, not the business here. Minus Blade Resist on this trinket, also not the business, but sometimes you have to take that. I would probably be running... I'd probably put on Redeem. This is like the rare time to redeem. And that's because we have so much lowered Blight Resist that we're going to get blighted anyway, so we may as well just have some way to heal ourselves and someone else may need to. We don't need to start with Endure, but we'll see. Oh, geez, Louise, he's stacked. Holy crap, this occultist. Unerring, amazing for any Roof Spaghetti occultist out there. Early Riser, more speed, quick draw, fantastic. And then Bad Gambler doesn't really matter. Then we have two things that I think give us speed, and this gives us accuracy and range damage. This is good. Very strong. Oh my goodness, this Plague Doctor. What the... This is definitely an A-team. So you have Thick Blooded for the higher Blight Resist. Whoo, Petey. You have Quick Draw, Luminous, Early Riser, ton of speed. This is the fastest Plague Doctor on the face of the earth, dude. Misses the spot. I feel like Plague Doctor always just gets this quirk for some reason. Just minus crit chance on like her blights, which is not fun. But Hard Noggin, only good in a couple things. Calm, one of the best Plague Doctor negatives because she doesn't usually try and do damage on turn 1. It's usually Blinding Gust in most builds. Then we have the optimal loadout. Then we have Vial and Prophet's Eye. So this Plague Doctor looks fantastic. This team should run this dungeon over. Outside of some like really bad RNG or something. I feel like I'm learning more about this dungeon, like not just from the times I've played it now, but from watching how many people have done it for this series. No holy water, that needs to be talked about. So we have Plague Doctor to cure stuff, but holy water is so good in this dungeon. Although this may be their first time here. I'm not sure. But I'd have to check the DMs. But yeah, holy water is really good in this dungeon because, you know, why take Plague Doctor's turn curing something when you can just block it? So I'm a huge fan of holy water here, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. The last Darkest Dungeon missions are pretty interesting. I prefer to go right just because I don't like fighting the antibody. But I gotta learn how to turn this up. Because there's sound here, but it's kind of quiet. So I gotta learn how to be better as a content creator because of the stream setup. Or the recording setup that I'm using. 7 to 13, mamma mia. What was I getting on? Oh my goodness. Is he imposter syndrome or is that just the craving act out? Yeah, I like that we're going back to front. That's how Hellion is supposed to operate. Good dodge. Spaghetti. Do it. That's some bonus damage now. Oh, that's right. I was talking about the last dungeons. I really like how the last dungeons make a lot of demands of you as a player. Because the first Darkest Dungeon mission is interesting because you have to have a team that can handle the frontline enemies that's just high damage and high stress and high bleed. And then you have to have a team that can handle getting moved, which is the boss. So it's like the way the boss operates compared to the rest of the dungeon is not the same. And I think that's pretty interesting as design. And then when you go into DD2, it tells you have to give up 3 trinket slots and you have to sacrifice something for provisions because you have to, camp and you have to go a long ways. And you have to deal with bleed and blight in that dungeon too. And you also have to have your inventory further reduced by carrying those things to activate the shrines. I forgot about that. So DD2 is really interesting for that too. It's like, it really just strangles your inventory. And you have to make those choices. And then when you come to DD3, it kind of intimidates you because it's like, I get 4 firewood and, you know, you get ported around, stuff like that. So your first time when you don't know where to go or how to provision, it's also another very difficult mission. I think the only thing they did wrong with DD3 is making you fight the cyst multiple times. So it's like when you fight it in the final room, it's not as epic. It's just like, okay, I've already probably killed 2 of these at this point, so I just have to do it again. I'd rather it be like some kind of... I'd rather the cyst only be in the final room, or it be like a... like some kind of different boss. But this team should do very well here. The miss... very strange, actually. Iron Swan. Pretty sure Cultist can clean that up next turn. Unless he gets... okay. So unless he gets crit for like 1,000 damage here. Spaghetti. Alright, now we punish. Doing all the damage. Okay, we definitely... do we bleed out? I feel like we do. Let's see. I think we bleed out for the massive tempo right now. Because this thing is... you know, jokes aside, you know, forgive the pun or whatever, this thing is hemorrhaging pretty hard right now. I respect trying to kill the stock too, but I don't know if that's just like video game bloodlust. I see that thing taking 20 damage a turn almost, and I want to hit it with a bleed out and put it into you play Grenadier. Actually, no you don't. No you don't. You can gas. Actually, do you? If it didn't get a turn yet, I think you could get or play grenade instead of gas. He's taking a lot of damage. He's stunned. Hellion, bleed out. Yes. No. The resist. So yeah. Nice. This occultist is doing pretty good. The other 3 are performing about, you know, as expected. So seeing occultist actually contributing quite a lot with the roof spaghetti is pretty good. Okay, it summons, that just dies. So hopefully we didn't get boned by Flagellant moving up front. We gotta move. We had to move there because we have bleed out, not wicked hack. I guess it won't matter. Flagellant yelling at the team. Alright, it's dead. 13, right? Whoa. Everything is maxed. Spark up. If we go... yeah, I feel like they know where to go. So that should make this easier. It's antibody fights. Antibody's such a weird looking enemy. You know, like everything in here is weird looking, but the antibody of like the double heads and it almost looks surprisingly human. You could even say too human. Come on, man. Can we get another 2 human, please? Can we get a sequel? I know Epic won the lawsuit and, like, all copies had to get destroyed or something like that, but 2 human became backward compatible, and it was on the Xbox Marketplace. So, I would like a 2 human too. I will play the hell out of that game. So that game had one of the best, like, settings for lore that I've seen in a long time. Alright, nice job. Alright, so we're bleeding. There's the stun. Like, that tells us it's stunning secretion. Bleed out. These bleed outs are not sticking, and it is making me sad. It is making me legitimately sad and upset. Stab, stab, stab. It's kind of greedy. Not gonna lie. But you know what? No, come on. No, 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 no. No. We don't need to endure, man. Oh, it's bleeding out. Never mind. Endure away. Do as you please. I thought for some reason it was gonna survive, so. There's a very loud bird outside right now. Okay. One of the few times blinding gas is actually really good here. It's interesting because in this dungeon, because usually you fight enemies that are like 3 of them. You don't usually fight 4. So blinding gas gets worse. So disorienting is better until you get to the assist fight. Then blinding gas is still pretty good. Although you could argue you could still use disorienting too. What? It was 67% chance? 77% chance to stun. Okay, don't do it, Fladge. Okay. Fladge is just vibing. Pretty sure this is Blood Moon. 41 HP on the dogs is a lot. Let's say go up to 50. I don't think so. Yeah, Plague. About dead. In order. The dominoes are falling. Oops, I kicked my desk. Nash. For that stun again. These stuns are not sticking. Why? Why is that ever 14? What? That is so hard for no reason. It's the endgame shuffle. It's supposed to hit hard and everything is supposed to be dangerous. True. I hear you. We shouldn't Xang. Yeah. We don't need to Xang because we're not bleeding or anything like that. So we should just try and let our low health thing or our debuff wear off. But looks like it's not going to. So stun, it's not going to matter. It's dead, right? No, 13. A stun is perfect. One time. 52% chance. Nice. So it's going to survive with 1 HP, and then we can get some actual healing out of here. Perfect. Phone. It's time to stall. For content. 16. I mean, just burn it. You're going to be under low HP anyway. Is not dead. We could have actually just moved and kept it alive. Although it doesn't really matter. We can just camp here. It's another cyst. Ba 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 ba. 75, we're cool. Why do you gotta dodge? Blinding gas. What are the... These resists are so weird. Rain is greedy. I respect it, but that was greedy as hell. That's Iron Swan. Yeah. Summon. Okay, good. You got the spaghetti. The blights. We're gonna force it into chain summoning. Okay. Really early reconstitute from the boss. That's not usually something that happens. Ooh, it's a bit scary, but it's not the digestion. Although it could kill us. was a scary moment in time. Nah, we're good. Didn't even get a chance to roll the death blow. You actually want to stab here with the cultist? This is tough. On the one hand, you could. It's got stun recovery. Say on the one hand, you could heal it or heal Flagellant with PD just to get on Death's Door, which is probably the safer thing. But it's not really mattering right now. It's hard to say what's good here. Like, all the buttons are pretty good right now, besides maybe Yop. We're almost out of blinding gas, so we need to end this quickly. Thankfully, we made it past the hard part of the fight, so all that's left now is we're going to try and lock the Cyst into summoning and then healing over and over. And he gets maybe like one attack every other turn, something like that. Like one actual attack. Does that bleed out again? Let's go for it. Yeah. We need Plague Grenade and Rain. Oh, and we got Spaghetti. That's really making Occultist seem a lot better for this dungeon than Vestal. I like taking Vestal to this dungeon just because we have to finish it. We're not going to chance the 1 damage. But, I like taking Vestal to this dungeon because there is a lot of damage that can happen. So, her consistent healing helps out a lot. But if you can thread the needle between stuns and doing damage and stuff like that, Occultist is really good too. Digestion. Oh no. Gotta heal, gotta pick him up. Oh, don't roll the dice, dude. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Yeah, Plague's good. I think the thing's alive with like 1 HP. Well, now it's dead. The fattest crits ever. That was perfect. We've done so much damage over time. Yep, so that just dies there, and then we get bleed out. Don't yop. We don't need to stall. We need to kill. Now we lost a bunch of damage. I was gonna say, if it high rolls us on speed, it has a chance to actually just port us. Okay. At least Flagellant's the one taking all the damage. I don't think anyone else has really gotten hit besides him. It's just been him. It's down, I believe. I don't know, I always get turned around. I just know it's down and to the right. Now is it down? Pretty sure it's down at that 3rd spot. It's hard to tell because it all looks the same. Even the hallways are like curved in the same direction. Okay, we definitely took some wrong turns because I think we fought 3 of these now. We've only had to fight 2. Let's like get out of here. So they may not know the pathing, which is fine. We haven't gotten teleported, so that's good. Yeah, save the Exang. I know it's kind of tough because you could save the Exsanguinate on the one hand, so you can hit it like next turn, or you can hit it early so it can like roll the debuff off over a couple turns. How do we not get the bleed? We have to stick a bleed with Flagellant and then just hit bleed out so we get the bonus damage from Hellion's crit buff. Because Hellion's crit buff is 33% bonus damage against bleeding targets, which is really good. Which makes bleed out spam incredible. Especially if it starts critting. That's fine. Ixang. Stick it. There's a case to use Punish too. To get the bleed debuff. But Ixang was still amazing. Still probably the better of the two plays. Oh man. Hellion should have just went in with damage there on the cyst. I don't know. I find it really hard to pass up that amount of damage. And then we could okay, so this was weird. So we could have did damage with Hellion to the cyst because we had the bonus damage against bleeding targets. But we chose to Iron Swan. Since we Iron Swanned, that means we're really far ahead on killing the stock, which means we probably could have got away with using Battlefield Medicine right here to cure him if we cared about saving our antivenoms. So we'll see how the rest of this plays out. I'm not saying that what I just said was right, but that was definitely like an alternative line there. We still have 6 antivenoms. We should burn one here. We should burn one in Roof Spaghetti. There's no reason to heal yet. The reason like I'm pushing so hard for the damage and stuff is because we're kind of going back and forth on strategy. So that was really good. But like we could have just went in on damage on the cyst at the start of the turn or like the end of the last turn. We chose not to. So we're like, okay, we're going to commit to killing the stock. And then we kind of like didn't follow through on the stock, so it's still alive. And then we went back to damaging. So like we're following 2 different avenues here. A dodge kind of sucks, but it should use. Well, it's probably dead anyway. I was gonna say it should use Reconstitute. 11. It should be dead. Yeah, it is. Punish. It's 24. It's dead too. It's gonna summon then just bleed out. That was 22. Summon. Iron Swan, get some damage in. And it bleeds out. We're pretty safe from teleport, barring like 3 misses. Nice, good job, Occultist. I might have sealed it. Oh, we're close, we're 2 off. Can we find 2 damage? I'm pretty sure we can find 2 damage. It's dead. Nice. Done all this without a camp, by the way, which really shows how strong Plague Doctor and Flagellant are. Like, what do we call this team? Like, Plague Flagellant or Flagellant Doctor? PDF. We can call it PDF. I made that turn. Another case of 4 enemies too. That's interesting. Doing the bleed damage here. This is what Plague Doctor and Flagellant. I'm gonna say it, dude. PDF. This is what PDF specializes in. Locking down the back line, bleeding out the back line. Did not get stunned with the Feather Crystal. Nice. I don't think I would have stunned there, just because we have a chance to kill like 1 or 2 things this turn. There's one. I can't stun it. Did we plague that? It's 11. Do we just leave it alone? No, okay. See, I respect that. Like, we could have just let it alone. But I do like following through on killing that thing. That's dangerous. You got Flagellant stunned at like 0 HP. That's actually very dangerous. It's probably bleed out, honestly. Just because we can kind of stun the front dude. But the front dude's worth a lot more damage. He's got stun too, which is very dangerous. Actually, the dog has stun too. Interesting. Okay. We gotta heal Flash. No. We can't be greedy. Especially on a 71%, that's not gonna kill anything. Ah! Okay. We have survived, but that was kind of scary. Good dodge. She have 46 dodge, excuse me. Just stab it. Are we gonna beat this without camping? What do we get from camping? Besides some stress healing? Dark Strength is okay on Hellion. We get Sharpened Spear, Battle Trance. Those are both really good. Yeah, so we go over here and I think it's down one more. I think this way we avoided the Templar. Or a Templar might be in the next hallway. Okay, this is the end. Cool. 7-Eleven. Is this the time we open with Plague Grenade? I don't know. Because you can't get teleported on turn 1. So that actually makes Plague Grenade a better, I shouldn't say better, but like a more ideal opener in some cases. Because like you can do Plague Grenade, Rain of Sorrows, stun it next turn, Rain of Sorrows, and then it's dead. Like every time. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. I have to double check the math, but what was that? That's 5, then 6. So if those both go first and 6, that's 11. And like you stun it, like it takes 5 more, so that's 11, then that's 16, so that's 27 already. And then it comes out of stun and it's dead. We also have Root Spaghetti. Punish? Yeah. I forget what that debuff is. Is it minus damage? Is that what I saw? Oh, come on. You almost moused over it. Summon, help me! Please! Looks like it's minus damage. Oh my god, Hellion's damage. Hellion's damage. Oh, that feels so terrible. That's one of the worst feelings in the entire game. Is missing... It's like missing Bleed Out, missing Exang. And healing for 0. We have all those on this team. Rain? Yeah. We can use if it bleeds until Hellion's debuff goes away. We find some damage. We can trust an occultist to kill this thing for us. Because he has so much bonus speed. From his trinkets, he has like +5 speed. So he should go before that thing. We also have PD. Does Spaghetti do more than stab? Nice. Looks like we don't get teleported. Softening it up for when it comes up front. Yeah. Let's hit him with the spaghetti. I think he's doing really good damage. Stun's pretty good to seal this. Yeah, double stun, okay. So it's over. You can say that with confidence, GG. It's dead before anything else happens. Nice job. All right, very cool. Good job, Crean. Glad you're able to make it through. I'm assuming you beat the game after this, so that's it for this one. I'm not taking any like flex runs for the moment, although we're pretty close to being done with them. How far are we? Okay, y'all can't see, but let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 more. We're almost there. So depending on how things are looking with Darkest Dungeon 2, if I don't have any, I got 5. I forgot, I have 1 more that I haven't looked at. But, yeah, depending on what happens, you know, maybe we'll open submissions again. But if you're a player that needs help, you are free to send one in anytime. And I'll try and have that back to you in like 3 days. That is my promise right now. So if you want to take advantage of that, go ahead. But otherwise, that's it for this one. So thanks very much for watching. Thanks again, Crean, for sending this in. And then check out the box below for all the links and normal stuff that I do. But like I said, that's it for this. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.